Hey everyone. Hey, how are you? Happy new weekend, and I hope this weekend that you have decided to, I don't want to use the word de-stress, to recalibrate. I hope you've chosen to use this weekend to reset yourself. I hope you're making a choice to create a sacred act for yourself, even if it's submerging yourself in a nice bath of water. Throw some Epsom salt in there, some essences, whatever you prefer for this weekend, and just reset and just become one with the element of water and allow yourself to just be at ease, be at calm, and let go everything that happened in the week and start to recreate how you want your new week to look, because the power is yours anyway. So I am here because I wanted to answer a few questions. Going to my phone, so I'm going to go to. I have a message here from. Trying to find it, Marissa. So I'll say Marissa P instead of calling your full name. That had a question under one of my videos that I did, and you know what, I found it pretty interesting. I think this is something that I will do because I want to answer questions truthfully, and I want to allow my guides also to chime in. And it's not about giving you answers to something you don't already know. It's about probably redirecting you or shining a light or something, or awakening this, this spark within you, this junk DNA that you don't believe exists. Maybe I'll say the right word, or maybe you will feel the right frequency. And the minute these questions started to come in, I had this thought, wow, this is a pretty cool direction to go, to be honest and truthful and holy to you from my perspective for your questions. Okay, so this is Marissa P, and she has this question. She says, my name is Marissa P, whatever the last name is, and I won't tell where she lives. She tells me where she lives. She says, I I was born with a condition, and I won't call it a condition, but it's a neurological it's a neurological condition that she has. I don't want to give personal information out because she did not ask me to. And she says she feels a little bit, she used another word, but she's finding it challenging within her family and within our community, because she feels how people judge her, and she feels that she doesn't deserve to be this world would be better without her. She feels that she's pressuring her family. She just doesn't believe she can fit in. Marissa, my love, let me tell you something. You chose this exciting path. I read your email last night. I was like, this is amazing. You chose this exciting path. On a soul level, there was a gap that you wanted to place together. There was a need that you found on this planet why you chose to carnate this way. Now, people like you, people on the spectrum, people who choose to carnate, you are already an advanced soul to choose this role, because you knew from the get-go coming in that this was going to be a challenge. I want you to change the word that you use in the email and use the word challenge. See, challenge has a more open frequency because there's a possibility for excitement and for fun and for discovery. But when you use other words, if you notice, when you use some words, the more you speak them, the more you feel the energy force within your life being depleted. And I don't want you to feel that. So because of that, I want you first of all to start acknowledging the words that you're using, because the words that you use apply a frequency to it. And if you keep doing that, it's as if you start to create this world of impossibilities for yourself and limitations. Okay, so first of all, let me send you a virtual hug and tell you thank you for choosing this path. You are one of those brave souls. And the other thing is, there is no one, no being, not at this time, who is on this planet that shouldn't be here, who has the breath of consciousness within them. When I had my NDE, on my way back to the physicality that's my body, I was placed into this dark space. It was dark, but it wasn't a scary dark. And you know what I realized when I came back? That darkness is where everything was created. Because within this dark space, I had this knowing that, whoa, it is creating everything that I am thinking in my mind that I want to experience in life when I get back to the physicality. And for a moment, there was a pinprick. There was just a pinprick for a second, right? And within that pinprick, I felt the breath back in my physical body. But not just that, I had the knowing that, wow, this is the breath of God consciousness. This is consciousness. So you're not just breathing air. So the fact that you're breathing, Marissa, means that you have a purpose. Now, when I came back from my ND for the first couple of months, it was hard for me. And that's the word. That's a key word that I'm talking about. I kept saying it was hard. And the more that I said it was hard, the more it became hard for me. And my guides took me down an alley of darkness, I tell you. And they started to teach me how to coin my words properly. And I started to say challenge instead of hard. And I found that I could see between the cracks of what I thought was impossible, and I could see the possibilities within them. And with that, just changing my choice of words, I started to feel more at ease at what I was experiencing. And the challenge that I was having was my family didn't believe me. They thought I was absolute cuckoo. They were thinking of taking me to a psychiatric place because she's had this near-death experience and she's totally off her rockers, right? And they were telling me, oh, Nick, everything all right? Oh, Shani, everything good? Because my family is Jamaican, right? And although they were telling me that, I came back from my NDE now, not just hearing what people were saying. I was feeling into their truth. So I was feeling that what they were telling me wasn't what they were really thinking. Because I was like within their thought structure. And at first, I was judging. And then my guides thought, they started to teach me. If you are going to feel into what people are thinking about you, you must have no judgment, which means we now need to work on you. So Marissa, let's work on you. Why are you here? You are here because you decided to be a trailblazer. You decided that you are going to change the way people perceive people who appear like you. You did not come to this planet for anybody to put an identity on you or a diagnosis on you. You came to this planet to teach. You came to this planet for us to understand how love comes in different forms, in different ways of communicating, in different ways of seeing people. You did not come here to be a container of pain, on the word that you use, and as if you're unappreciated. You appreciated the fact that you're coming here to change how we see you, because you represent an aspect of millions more that are you. That's the choice you've made. And it's a beautiful choice. If you decide to check out of this planet now, like the other things you told me in this email, I'm sending so much love for you. Because I want you today to look in the mirror, not just look at what the world tells you is less than. I want you to look at the soul that made the choice to incarnate on this planet right now, to teach us folks, who say we have all our apparatus, we have all hands working the way we want them to work, and our brain is working the way we want it to work, yet we don't even love ourselves. You came here to teach us that despite that, I can look in the mirror and love myself. So the first thing you're going to start doing now, Marissa, is look at your mirror at least 30 seconds longer and say, I am becoming, and I love who I am, and I am enough. And you do that until you feel as if you're floating off this planet, because you are already off planet. You came here for this reason, to understand that, listen, I am a container of love no matter how I appear. So don't allow the structures of everything on the outside that shows you a picture or a magazine or a video that says, you are less than perfect. No, you're not. You and the beings that chose to came here on the spectrum, the spectrum is so wide, understand that you chose to came here to be that. You are the game changers within the sphere. And don't you forget that. So yes, at the moment, because you are feeling into the energy of people around you that's judging you, It's because you're also judging yourself. So that's why you have to start with you, Marissa. You have to start with you by accepting who you are. You are not what you see in the mirror. You are what you feel in your heart. So I ask you today to take this journey. 12 inches down, my guides tell me. 12 inches from your brain. You know this place here that stores everything you ever seen, perceived, felt, acknowledge, experience, all the limitation that society has placed on you to say you are less than and you don't deserve, or everything that is here. And they're asking you for a moment to just get out of this riverbanks right here that's so corroded with so many stones that you didn't place there because they're not yours. Because your higher self, your guides would like to get you here. It's not an easy journey coming down. Come down to your heart just for a moment, just long enough. So it'll be quiet enough, Marissa, for you to hear your inner child say to you, I love you. We are becoming. We are deserving. This is why we are here. You didn't come here to fold, and you did not come here to settle, and for sure you did not come here to check out before your time. Yes, we have many exit points that we choose. But I believe the fact that you wrote this email is because your soul is calling out to you, Marissa. We are proud of you. You're getting tapped on the back. I'll do a one-on-one with you, I tell you. I can't wait. I just simply can't wait to just share space with you, not to give you answers, but just share space with you for you to hear the answers that have always been there. You see, when people go out there and they try to seek answers, oh my gosh, tell me what my life is going to be. The reason why you ask the question is because your soul, your higher self is saying enough is enough. The fact that you're asking the question is because it's saying, okay, it's time for you to acknowledge the answer, which is right here. So somebody who's giving you information is really just reciprocating what you're giving off. It's not telling you anything new. It's something that's there, but your water banks, right here, the brain box is so corroded. There's so much going on. But as you take on this life, these words that you use, these phrases that you own, these experiences that you should have only learned the lesson from once, no matter how traumatic it was, these experiences, when they happen, it's just for you to understand, oh, that was a lesson I was supposed to learn there. And you leave it and you keep moving on to the next scene. However, we have taught ourselves to live where pain was, and we keep going back there and we never move on. And because of that, we live the same cycle every day of abusing ourselves and being mean to ourselves, and then reciprocating the same thing from outside, from the people we meet, the people we attract. So you've been abused, yes, and something happened to you, and I understand that, so have I. And you own it so much that it's not something that you did to yourself, it's something that happened to you. But you overcame it, but instead of overcoming, you owned this trauma so much that you keep reliving it with every partner that you meet within this lifetime. So you choose another partner who's attracted to the frequency of you feeling that you don't deserve. Do you know, energetically, that's how people meet up. What energy are you portraying out there to the universe? What are you saying that you're attracted to? Are you still believing, I don't deserve love because you know what, I'm tarnished, I was abused, I was this happened to me, I just need somebody to love me. And you know what? The universe does not know right or wrong for you. The universe only knows what you are placing your energy on. Okay, this is a thing that I love so much because I'm focusing on it. I'm thinking about it more than everything else that I could think about. I'm not thinking of, you know what, I want what's best for me and whatever is holy and true. No, I just need to be loved. I can't stay alone. I'm not deserving. I'm not pretty enough. Look at my lips. Look at my head. Look at this. I'm not perfect. And because of that, this energy that it creates, it reciprocates the same thing back to you. And instead of you learning this lesson once and moving on in your truth and your power, unknowingly, because you don't do it purposely most times, unknowingly, because that's what you knew, you find yourself living this cycle, finding the perfect person, but it breaks down because you were not reciprocating who you truly are. It was challenging for me. You see, that word nearly came out again. it was challenging for me too when my guides allowed me to look in the mirror and I couldn't look at myself for more than maybe 30 seconds. I couldn't. And then when I was forced to do it, literally, I have to say that they don't like the word forced. Okay. When I was directed to do it, I literally started to look and see a different version of myself. I was like, oh, am I an alien or something? Because I was looking in the mirror and I was seeing different versions of me. And immediately then I could see every decision that I made in my life coming up, just from that experience of discomfort and unease. I could see every time I looked in the mirror and I thought, you're not good enough. And then I could see the choices that I made because I believed that I was not good enough. And I realized, oh my gosh, over the years, I became my own abuser. This message is not just for Marissa, because there's also other people out there who's gone through other experiences who are feeling that you're less than. And there are also people like me who believe that you're everything in the world and you've overcome all these things, but you still have not. You've just put a pretty beautiful Persian rug over it. And I want you to finally this morning to just stop for a second and look in the mirror for 30 seconds more and acknowledge, yay, this inner child within me, I need to heal you. I need to soothe you. I acknowledge you. I love you. And you know what? You deserve and we overcame. And yes, this thing, this pain, this trauma, whatever it is, I'm throwing it away. That's it. I'm done with you. I acknowledge that we had a relationship, this thing that's there. But at the end of the day, you know what? I don't need you anymore because I am ready with my beautiful inner child to move on from this, because we are ready at this time. We are ready at this time to move on, to move forward, to move to the next scene. And that's how you start. Now, it's not an easy journey, although my guides say 12 inches. It's a pretty challenging road to take because you have to face all these hiccups, all these choices that you made. And if you're not careful, you start judging yourself again. But this journey is not about judging yourself. It's about acknowledging. It's about witnessing. It's about taking notes. It's about learning the lesson. And finally, when you get to here, it's about, accepting that which you are. Wow. I overcame. And this new scene that I'm about to create, this new life that I'm creating, these new people that I'm attracting to myself, I am so excited because I am in my power and my truth now. This is a frequency that I'm putting out there. Why? Because now I know how much I love myself. And if you love yourself so much, you're going to be trying to shut the door. Okay, no more love for today. See, what you give off is what you get back. And I want you to learn this. I don't know who you are. I don't know what life you chose to incarnate as this time. But whatever it is, it's exciting. And once you have consciousness breathing you have a purpose. Maybe only to be the best sister, the best mom, the best granddaughter. Maybe to be the best server. Maybe to be the best cleaner. It doesn't matter what you chose to be. But there is a domino effect from the choices that you will make in your life. There is. So don't look on the person who people revere to say, oh my gosh, but I'm not that person. I'm not president. I'm not the principal. I'm not this. You are you. And you are a part of this universal cell that is needed. See, the person who is revered, most of the things that you revere them for, they have a funnel of help and assistance along the way. And so do you. You have a funnel of help and assistance along your way. You always will do. Allow yourself to just accept you the way you are. Once you are breathing, no matter what Tom, Dick, Harry, the junkie says, you're here for a reason. It's a beautiful reason. And you chose this life the way it is. However, the way you live it, it's still you choosing it. So today, just stop for a second and ask yourself, as I go through this weekend and as I reset and recalibrate, every moment that comes upon me, am I going to choose to give love to me or to withhold love from me? That's where you start. And when you start to identify each time you withhold love from yourself, like looking in the mirror and not liking something, try to auto-correct yourself and say, you know what? However, I am perfect the way I am. I have everything I need in this moment. Everything is working out for me. Try coining your words a little bit differently, that has a frequency that's a little bit higher to rise you above everything that this world is shoving at you every day to tell you that you're less than. Because what the world is perceiving out there is an illusion anyway, because you know who you are. This journey, 12 inches, take it with me. So to the person who needed to hear this message, like Marissa, There it is. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Set yourself a bath. Take a walk with your animal if you have a pet. Just take a walk by yourself. Allow yourself to feel the wind caress you. And just pause. Allow the sun to permeate your body and just pause. Allow yourself to hear and perceive the sound of the birds. Allow yourself to sit in the grass somewhere and just be one with it. Allow yourself to look on your child and just look on them just a few minutes longer and say, you know what? I meet God within this child every day. Allow yourself to look on somebody that you can't stand. You can't take them. They're rubbing you the wrong way. And instead of also being bitter towards this person, this is a test. This is just a test of how powerful you are. Choose one person in the world that you just can't deal with right now. You're just not reciprocating the same energy. And just allow your frequency to guide you the right way. And just send this person love and heal and say, you know what? I wish you love. I actually really do truly love you. No matter who it is. Because see, the darkness, when you are going towards a light, always tries to find a way to distract you. And it will choose family, friends, people closest to you. All of a sudden, you can't stand them. But it's not really them, it's just the energy. And your energy, when it starts to get bright, you are brighting this room up. And here's what my guys just showed me. You one who just thought to yourself, yeah, but I'm just in this dark place and I can't get out. You know what they just showed me? Because your light is a light that needs to shine this dark space. You chose this role. So if you feel like you're in a dark space, you're in a dark place, you're in a dark situation, whatever it is, well, you're there because you chose it. You chose this challenge because you are the light that needs to shine. So what are you waiting for? You're waiting for your back to hit the wall to say enough is enough. You are the one who's shining the light within this space, within this industry, within this family, within this relationship. You're the one who's shining light to say, yay, enough is enough, y'all. I am done with this. This is what's true to me. And I am standing out in my truth and my power, whether it's talking about it, writing about it, acting about it, changing your service, changing your job, changing the place where you live. But you're the one who's shining light here because there's somebody else. There's energy that's so permeating, it spreads like wildfire. That when you take that one sacred act, it's a change for so many others. You have no idea. Because the fact that you choose to make a change that's better for yourself, the frequency is so emulsifying, someone else picks up on it and say, you know what? Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not going to wait until I hit rock bottom. I am moving too. I am doing what's best for me. You all are a part of this huge, exciting cell. You have no idea. So anyway, this message digressed as always. I don't know yet how to stick to a topic. I'm going to try because I keep visualizing more things to say. And breathe. Whatever your day is going to be like for this weekend, you're the one who's creating it. Start by resetting, start by recalibrating, start by accepting the beauty that you are. Allow yourself not to be mean to you anymore. Do not become your own abuser because somebody, something, some situation allowed you to feel less than or abused. Allow yourself to love you, love the inner child within you, to accept and acknowledge you, that which you are. Understand that there is a flow of God consciousness that flows through you. There is not a need to seek outside of you. The need always is from the outside trying to distract and redirect you. There is no need or no way that you need to be. You don't need to be washed white as snow to reciprocate the love that you are. And within that moment when you realize who you are, there's a peaceful pause that almost feels as if you're floating on high. And it allows you to see a beauty you've never seen before and feel a beauty that you've never felt before. And then all of a sudden, every struggle that you thought was there for you, you realize exactly all the traps that were there. And you see through the cracks, you see the light shining down on you. And you realize also, wow, I am also this light, which means you never were in lack. You always were in abundance. And take this weekend to reset, recalibrate, and understand that you are guided, you are protected, you have guides always nudging you, always redirecting you, that voice. And if it's too busy, if it's too noisy where you are, find a sacred spot. Just give yourself 5 minutes and breathe. You don't need to listen to anything outside. You need to listen within. So find yourself in a quiet space and breathe. Remember, every breath that you do breathe is a consciousness of a ever given source of love. Some call it God, some call it universe. Whatever you call it, this is a permeating, infinite source of love that flows through you, which means the reason why you are still breathing this breath of consciousness is because there's a reason why you are here. Reciprocate the energy of love and feel into it, so you will start to slowly start to feel your guides, your support around you, and you will be able to heighten your intuition. So as you make your decisions, you understand you're not making them alone. On a ethereal level within this plane, remember, you're also more than your body. You're more than what people perceive you to be, which means you're more than what you perceive you to be. Start looking within. Look in the mirror and say, I am that I am. Say, I am that which I am becoming. I am deserving and I am enough. Say it every day, every time that you have a chance. In the workplace, when you go to the restroom, reaffirm yourself and go out there refreshed, redirected. You have a inner GPS. It's better than any calibration in any apparatus you call vehicles. Use your GPS. Allow it to guide you back to love, back to wholeness, back to the light which you are. Do not feel misunderstood. Do not try to be diagnosed. Do not accept diagnosis or identity. Accept only that if you are in a dark place, this dark space is here because you chose to be the catalyst that will be here to brighten this space, to redirect it, to be the trailblazer, to be the change within the family, to break these curses. That which you are, this is your becoming. Now accept it and be one with that which you are. Okay, that was from my guide, and I didn't expect that to come through. Anyway, whoever needed to receive that, receive it, accept it. You are loved. Enjoy this beautiful weekend. You are just simply an awesome being. Every one of you. You are deserving of everything you could ever imagine in this world. Okay? Peace and love.